It's the 50th anniversary of the Stonewall riots in New York, a turning point in the gay rights movement in the United States.
But one of the UK's leading LGBT campaigners has told Sky News that corporate sponsors are now undermining the movement.
This is what Pride events look like in Britain today, celebrations of inclusivity. This summer, there will be more than 100 parades around the country. Pride was inspired by the battle for gay rights, by riots in America 50 years ago. Now there are banners, smiles and big corporate sponsors, rainbows instead of riots. Here's one of those sponsors, Barclays Bank. It takes part in Pride events in dozens of places. Its headquarters covered in Pride posters and logos, its workers planning events.
This is our float.
But do corporate giants really belong in what was once a protest movement?
If you get back to the core of what Pride was about driving greater acceptance in the community. That was the whole point of Pride. We want to be more accepted. We want to be, included in day-to-day life. And corporates are a big part of day-to-day life. We involve and work with corporates. We buy from corporates. We work for corporates, etc. So having them as part of the community is important.
But there is unease. Britain's first gay rights protest happened here in North London in 1970. Peter Tatchell's been a mainstay of the movement ever since. He thinks Pride should be more protest and a bit less carnival.
We have undoubtedly made great progress. But even today, a third of all LGBT plus people have been victims of homophobic, biphobic or transphobic hate crimes. And 45% of young LGBT plus people say they were bullied at school. Quite clearly, Pride needs to reflect that unfinished business, the challenges we still face. And sadly, I think today, the protest element, the human rights dimension, is being lost. It's being swallowed up by corporate commercialisation.
There is no doubt that Pride has changed. It's become more commercial here in London. It's even got its own shop. The question is, what is driving that change? Is it society becoming more tolerant, or big business wanting to cash in? It is a delicate balance. Pride in London is the nation's biggest, and it's turned down money from sponsors it considers unsuitable. But it also admits corporate cash bankrolls the whole event.
Absolutely, the protest happened 50 years ago without any major backing of any business. But now what the involvement and the support of brands and businesses allows us to do is to celebrate and grow and progress in a bigger way, where we've got a voice now in areas that we didn't have before.
The anger that once drove Pride has dissipated just as society has changed. But drawing a balance between protest and inclusivity is difficult. And that's what still shapes all of this. Adam Parsons, Sky News.